How to supercharge your executive resume. It's not always easy to know what to do with your executive resume when you realize that it's not getting you jobs, but you don't know exactly why. Sometimes your resume requires a few minor tweaks, and sometimes it needs a complete overhaul. Then, there are times that it just needs a boost to make it interesting to more recruiters. If you think your resume falls into the last category, supercharging it is probably all you need to give it that boost. Here are some ways to get this done. Make your key details stand out. One great way to supercharge your resume is by learning how to make your key details stand out. You could get this done by positioning your details as high as possible on your first page. If you have a career summary, you could place this underneath your title and contact information. Then, list out in a paragraph or bullet point format what details you want them to know about you. Some standout details that you might want to consider include record-breaking or award-winning moments you had with previous employers. You could also mention exceptional moments of bringing in revenue, having huge results with small staff, or any other moments that showcase how you were able to help your previous employers improve their business. Also, you could mention skills that you've acquired that make you stand out from the rest. Basically, the idea is to mention whatever you think will convince the hiring manager into reading on. Get testimonials. Something many executive job seekers don't consider when writing their resume is adding testimonials. While it's not necessarily something that you'll see on a typical resume, it's something that you could absolutely add to spice things up and give insight to your work ethic before the hiring manager ever checks up on your references. A good way to get this done is to ask for a number of testimonials from your networking circle. If you have LinkedIn contacts, you could easily ask for recommendations on there, then ask for permission to add the ones you desire to your resume. Having these testimonials adds credibility to your cause and gives the hiring manager an additional reason to read on. Stick with a theme. While you want to cover a number of bases to show that you're well-rounded, it's also important to choose some type of theme for your resume, especially if you're sending your resume out into the job pool to be discovered by recruiters. The idea is to create one career goal for your resume so that recruiters will know how to categorize you as they look for prospects. If you have more than one career goal, create more than one resume. This way, your resumes will be focused enough to draw in the audience you're looking for. Having a good resume is not a bad thing, but having a supercharged one is better by far. So, if you've decided that what you already have just isn't good enough, consider the above tips to supercharge your resume and create the interest you've ultimately been looking for. Need a job? Be sure your resume is the best it can be. Review executive resume services and choose the best one for you and your situation. Do it today at www.resumelines.com.